Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. So New Mexico's offense will start this game off. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the grab close to the logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Looking left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to find the end zone.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to scramble. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the coverage of not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Lobos! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Rushes on him. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Takes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy, with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Quickly to the tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out! They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. The corners are walked up tight. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. A strike downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Here we go. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They march 78 yards down the field. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Getting late here in the first half. They'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. It's Smith. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program. what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It'll be a draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Cunningham. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the marker is Fenley. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The gift to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Finds his back in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
Leaves it with the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Cunningham. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The screen, and watch out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute.
Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Slips through the line, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On the move. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Direct snap. first down, but the defense was ready.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Going for 6. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. Really good running back. We talked to them this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Got him downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, Wes.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to keep it in the air. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they tried to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Red pass is complete. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet.
He's got it, first down and more. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So the 16-play drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.